From affordable flagships phones like the Xiaomi 12 Pro to folding smartphones like the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold, there's no shortage of exciting smartphones yet to come. Smartphone manufacturers such as Apple, Google, Samsung, and others are now preparing to launch next-generation products in order to attract its customers. These high-end brands promise nothing short of better, smoother performance when using the phones, great screen refresh rates, and fast charging options. Well, here is our top 7 smartphones with top-tier features. You should be looking forward to number 7. Motorola Frontier. Coming up at number 7 is the Motorola Frontier, available in black and white. It is rumored to be released in July 2022. It is a flagship-level phone from Moto, with a 194-megapixel main camera, 6.7-inch display, and powered by a Qualcomm SM8450 Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 octa-core processor. It is said to be fixed with 8 GB and 12 GB RAM with 128 GB and 256 GB internal storage. It would run on the Android 12 operating system with 1080 by 2400 pixels screen resolution. It also features a triple camera, 194 MP wide, 50 MP ultra wide, and 12 MP telephoto that comes with dual LED flash, panorama, and high dynamic range. The Motorola Frontier is built with a non-removable LiPo4 1500 mAh battery initiating fast charging at 125 watts and fast wireless charging at 50 watts. This is just one of 7 smartphones yet to come on our list. Want to find out the rest? Stick with us. Number 6. Nokia X50. And coming up next is the Nokia X50. Coupled with great functionality and style, it is set to be launched on August 31, 2022. You will be able to purchase this phone in different colors such as Polar Night and Dusk. It comes in 6.38 inches with a resolution of 720 by 1600 pixels. It is also said to be equipped with octa-core, 41.8 GHz Cortex-A73 and 41.8 GHz Cortex-A3 processor, giving you an intense feel for instances like watching videos on YouTube, playing a Call of Duty video game, or just surfing the internet. Additionally, it is said to have 6 GB of RAM, so you can switch between different apps without any glitches. And it just might come with 128 GB of internal storage to help you store all your songs, videos, and games files without worrying about space constraints. It will also fueled with a 5000 mAh battery that will allow you to use the device for longer hours without worrying about battery drainage. Before we get on with the rest of the list, please do well to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any updates. Number 5. Xiaomi 12 Pro. Let's move on to the next smartphone. Coming after the Xiaomi 11 is the Xiaomi 12 Pro, which could be one of the first smartphones to launch with Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 SoC. It is said to be featured in beige, blue, gray, purple, green, and silver colors, and set to be released December 31st. The series also is expected to be fueled by a large battery with 100 watts fast charging, a quad rear camera setup, and an under-display front camera. The quad camera setup will have a 108 MP sensor with an ultra-wide and telephoto lens, as well as 2K resolution. It would weigh 205 grams and relatively be slim at 8.2 millimeters. The Xiaomi 12 Pro stands in at 6.73 inches with a 120 Hz refresh rate. Number 4. Samsung Galaxy Z Fold. For the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold, an anticipated date is geared at the end of August or early September 2022. It is speculated to stick to the regular Z3 but lighter and its waterproof and dustproof feature improved. There are leaked suggestions that the Z Fold 4 could get the Galaxy S22 Ultra's 108 MP camera. Most foldable phones have a lot more screen to power. Thus, the Samsung Z Fold 3 is expected to have a battery boost. Are you ready for us to reveal our top 3 smartphones yet to come? Stick with us and let's find out. Number 3. Google Pixel Fold or Pixel Notepad. Said reports indicate that Google's first flexible, foldable phone could be the Pixel Fold or Notepad. It is also rumored it could be cheaper than the Google Z Fold 3 and will likely be similar in shape to Google Z Fold 3. There are also reports that Google's foldable phone may have the same camera sensors as the Pixel 5. Google's foldable phone just might end up having a lesser camera than the Pixel 6, according to 9to5 Google. Let's take the Pixel 6 for example. It includes exclusive features that make use of Google Assistant. Thus, it is anticipated that the Google Z Fold is introducing something interesting with this series. Number 2. Google Pixel 6a. And next is the Google Pixel 6a, set to be out September 22nd. The Google Pixel 6a may have a similar design to the Pixel 6, and it is likely to be powered by Google Tensor GS101 chipset and a 6.2-inch OLED panel. It is also likely to have a 90 Hz or 120 Hz refresh rate, and the camera system might be the same as Pixel 5a. The Google Pixel 6a might have previous features like Magic Eraser, Google Assistant, and voice typing too. The Google Pixel 6a would contain a 50-megapixel, a 48-megapixel telephoto camera, and a 12-megapixel ultra-wide camera plus other interesting features. In addition, it would harbor 12 GB of RAM and up to 512 GB of storage data. It will also be featured with a 4,800 mAh battery. Number 1. iPhone 14. And finally, the Apple iPhone 14. Release date for September or October. Apple's iPhone 14 will bring in a new processor, the iOS Bionic A16 chipset. The display is expected to be refreshed with a 120 Hz refresh rate, and iPhone 14 might see a notch in the display through cameras that might be similar to iPhone 13 models. The iPhone 14 may also offer 120 Hz LTPO screens, hole punch screens, and embedded fingerprint readers. Other speculations indicate that the iPhone 14 would feature 48-megapixel main cameras and 6 GB of RAM. The iPhone 14 may include updates such as a Touch ID sensor, either beneath the display or fused into the power button. The iPhone 13 mini is said to be the last of the mini phones because Apple is doing away with the mini series, thus larger-sized iPhones would be manufactured. We're expecting a 6.1-inch iPhone 14, available in black, white, blue, red, and purple. And finally, it is rumored that Apple may have a 2 TB storage option. Well, that's all for today. We hope you found this compiled list interesting. Until next time, have a great day.